Well, today is a special day. Today I have finally decided to go ahead and open up the Mountain Windmill and do a speed build and review on this set. The Mountain Windmill was part of the Bricklink 2021 Designer Program. It was part of round 2, so there were 10,000 available for these. They upped it by 5,000, and if you claimed yours in 2021 and paid for it back then, you actually didn't get it till around October to November of 2022. So technically, this is a set from 2022, although it was part of the 2021 Bricklink Designer Program. Like I say, really cool looking set, just over 2,000 pieces. So we're gonna go ahead and open this up, build it, review it, and see how good it really is. One thing to note with these Bricklink Designer Program sets, which is really, really cool, they have the regular Lego tabs on the top and bottom, but they also have this really cool decal, Bricklink Designer Program decal. Let's take a look. One thing you'll note, which is always kind of a pain with these sets, is you don't actually get an instruction booklet. What you get is an instruction guide to go to on your computer where you have digital instructions. So that's probably my only real complaint with these. That's kind of janky, but I always like that there are no stickers with it. Either or looks like a really cool build. Let's get going on this and we will check in a little bit. So 2 bags in and so far so good. Pros, this base looks really phenomenal and I like how you can see the stairs starting to form. And underneath there are definitely a couple Easter eggs with the cave. There's a little key in there, little kind of treasure. So that's kind of really neat too. The color scheme is really nice. I like the unique colors they use with the green, although I will say in the directions, which has so far been the biggest con, the green kind of shows up as yellow, and directions are kind of an art form. So seeing it off the computer definitely is taking a little bit more time to actually do the build process. But other than that, so far, it's looking pretty good. Let's keep going. Well, 4 bags in, wanted to do another little quick check-in. The windmill house itself is starting to take shape. We've got the bridge going over to the other island, which looks beautiful. Each bag is taking a lot longer than I normally would take to put something together. It was so hard just to figure out where this bridge actually connected. Other than that though, again, it's looking really nice. It's good progress, and I think it's time to move on to bag 5. 8 bags in, and you can see that this Mountain Windmill is really taking shape. I can tell why this wasn't made into an official Lego set. There are a lot of building techniques and a lot of steps in this that are a little precarious, a little fragile. I've never been worried about breaking a Lego as much as I have when I'm putting this together. So this is a little bit on the fragile side. 8 bags in, we've got 3 bags to go, and then we will have a completed set, and then comes the final review. So let's finish this thing up. All right, well, here it is, the completed set. It's super fun, super creative, and just, I think it will be a beautiful, beautiful set to have on display. It's got a real wow factor. I pay attention to the Lego Ideas set reviews all the time, right? And you're always like, should be a great set, or this would be a great set, or why didn't this set get voted in? And when you build a set like this that didn't go through the official stages, you start building it and you go, maybe this is why. The set is fragile. I mean, it is fragile and it is not refined. I don't think it really takes away from it as a display piece, but if you're playing with this set and messing with it a lot, I can see a lot of pieces really, really coming apart on this. But having said that though, I don't know if that's a big enough negative to really knock it. You know, for what it's phenomenal. In the back, you can see with the little windmill house, there is a little kitchen area where you can eat some food. You've got ladders going all the way up to a little study. And then on the very, very top in an open area, there is a bed. Little weird, but really, really cool. Little a rat and some cheese in here, and then you can kind of get an idea of this whole backside, which is really, really cool. One of my favorite little additions is this little telescope. Really, really neat. We'll tell you one other thing that is kind of funky. You cannot really get this one straight with the windmill. It does rotate, but it will hit the building if you rotate it too far. I would give this set probably 7.5, maybe an 8 out of 10. As far as a unique set, 10 out of 10. Really, really cool. Overall, just, I love having this in my collection. In fact, it's probably one of my top 10 favorite sets of the year as far as the final look. And one I will definitely treasure. And one that if you can get your hands on, I would go after. There's probably, there were 10,000 available for sale, but it didn't make the full 10K number. So my guess is there's probably 8,000 to 9,000 of these out in the world on the open market. It goes for anywhere between $250 to maybe $300 on the aftermarket, but definitely a fun set if you can get your hands on at a decent price. Anyway, hope you enjoyed it. Definitely something different than the norm, and love it, and I will see you on the next one.